Hey everyone, it's Inaya here from Circle of Life with Inaya, and today we're going to talk about something that I know many of you struggle with, mastering time management like a pro. If you've ever ended your day feeling like you ran a marathon but didn't really cross any finish lines, or if your to-do list feels endless and your energy is drained, then stick around. Because managing your time well isn't just about cramming more tasks into your day, it's about creating space for what truly matters, reducing stress, and feeling like you're in control of your life. And trust me, once you get the hang of it, it can change everything. Let's start by understanding why time management is so important. Time is the one resource we all have in equal measure. 24 hours a day, no more, no less. But how we use those hours makes all the difference. When you manage your time effectively, you don't just get more done, you get the right things done. This means less rushing, less burnout, and more moments to enjoy life, pursue your passions, and connect with the people you love. Imagine ending your day feeling satisfied because you moved forward on your goals and still had time to relax. That's the power of good time management. Now, I want to share some genius tips that will help you take control of your time like a pro. These aren't just generic ideas you've heard before. These are practical, actionable strategies that you can start using right now. First, let's talk about creating a routine that actually works for you. A routine isn't about being rigid or robotic, it's about giving your day a structure that supports your goals and well-being. Think of your day as a series of blocks or chunks of time, each dedicated to a specific activity. This could be work, exercise, meals, relaxation, or even learning something new. When you block time for these activities, you're signaling to your brain that this is important. One of the biggest mistakes people make is leaving their day open and hoping they'll find time for important tasks. Spoiler alert, that rarely happens. Here's a little secret. If you want free time, you have to schedule it just like any other task. For example, if you want Mondays and Fridays free for creative work, family time, or just to breathe, block those days off on your calendar as unavailable or personal time. Even if you're working from home, treat those blocks as sacred. This forces you to focus your work into the other days and protects your time for what you truly value. When you do this, you start to see your time as a resource to be managed, not an endless stream to be wasted. Next up is prioritization. Not all tasks are created equal. Some things on your list will move you closer to your goals, while others might just keep you busy without real progress. At the start of each day, or even better, the night before, write down everything you want to accomplish. Then, pick the top 3 most important tasks, the ones that will have the biggest impact. These are your big rocks. Focus on these first before moving on to smaller or less important tasks. This way, even if your day gets interrupted, you've already moved the needle on what matters most. If a task feels overwhelming, break it down into smaller, manageable steps. For example, instead of write report, break it into outline report, write introduction, draft main points, and so on. This makes progress feel doable and keeps procrastination at bay. It's easier to start when the task feels approachable. Another game-changing strategy is to limit distractions. We live in a world full of interruptions, emails, social media, chatty co-workers, or even our own wandering minds. Distractions are the biggest time thieves. Take a moment to identify what pulls your attention away the most. Maybe it's your phone buzzing every few minutes, or the constant ping of notifications from apps. Try putting your phone in another room during focused work sessions. Turn off non-essential notifications, or use apps that block distracting websites. You'd be amazed at how much more you can get done when you create a distraction-free zone. Here's a story to illustrate this. A friend of mine used to feel overwhelmed by her workload and constantly behind. She started blocking her calendar in chunks, prioritized just 3 big tasks a day, and set her phone aside during those times. Within a week, she noticed she was finishing her work earlier, feeling less stressed, and even had time to pick up a hobby she loved. It wasn't about working harder, but working smarter. Now, I know some of you might be thinking, Inaya, what if unexpected things come up? What if I can't stick to my plan? That's a very real concern. Life is unpredictable, and no plan survives contact with reality perfectly. The key is to build flexibility into your routine. Leave some buffer time between tasks to handle emergencies or just to take a breather. If you miss a block or get sidetracked, don't beat yourself up. Adjust your plan and keep moving forward. Time management isn't about perfection. It's about making progress and learning what works best for you. Another tip that often gets overlooked is learning to say no. Sometimes, poor time management comes from taking on too much. It's okay to decline requests or delegate tasks that don't align with your priorities. Saying no frees up your time and energy for what truly matters. Remember, every yes to something is a no to something else. Your time, your focus, your peace. Also, consider the power of reflection. At the end of each day or week, take a few minutes to review what you accomplished and where you struggled. This helps you understand your patterns, identify time-wasting habits, and celebrate your wins. Reflection turns time management from a chore into a learning process, helping you improve continuously. Before we wrap up, I want to remind you that mastering time management is a journey, not a one-time fix. It takes practice, patience, and self-compassion. But the payoff is huge. More control, less stress, and more time for what lights you up. So, to recap, start by creating a flexible routine that respects your priorities and blocks your time intentionally. Prioritize your top 3 tasks each day to focus on what truly matters. Limit distractions to protect your focus. Build in buffer time to handle life's surprises. Learn to say no to protect your time. And finally, reflect regularly to improve your approach. If you're ready to take back your time and live life on your terms, start with these steps today. And I'd love to hear from you. What's one change you're going to make in how you manage your time? Share your thoughts in the comments below. Don't forget to subscribe to Circle of Life with Inaya for more practical tips to help you live your best life. Until next time, keep growing, keep glowing, and remember, you've got this.